Hi guys, welcome back. Second video of the day. What? Alright, so this is continuing my State of the Collection series. And today what we have in front of us are the two watches that I own by STEELDIVE. So let's dive right in. The very first watch that I bought from STEELDIVE was this beauty right here. And it is probably one of the favorite watches I have in my collection. I've been wearing it every day for the last 3 months. I've had a lot of time on my hands, and so during the day around the home, I just keep this on my wrist. I sleep with it. I take it off for showers, and whenever I leave the house, I put on another watch. But this is the SD1974 from STEELDIVE. It is basically an homage to the Seiko 6105-8110 Captain Willard, as known by a lot of folks, although that watch was maybe a few years older than this one in terms of the styling at the time. And of course this features a white dial, and that's why I fell in love with it and knew I needed to buy it. I didn't know I needed a white dial watch until I saw this one. So this watch I took possession of in May of 2023. So I've had it nearly 2 years, and it is basically as new today as it was when I took it out of the box. This is an homage watch, obviously, but it is, as I've mentioned in the unboxing video, it is superior to the original in every single way. The materials used, the construction, the tolerances, the movement's accuracy, which is a Seiko NH35 movement, the bezel with the ceramic insert, the sapphire crystal, the heft of the watch and the bracelet. It's just better. The lume is spectacular. It features both BGW9 and C3 Swiss Luminova. The green lume is on the applied indices and hands, and the BGW9 is on the bezel. This is a superstar in terms of lume. There's no doubt about it. So I think when I bought this, I paid about $119, and it is still available for that same price today, which is just unbelievable, frankly, the price and the value that this watch offers. It's truly incredible. So the NH35 boasts about 41 hours of power reserve. This has been a quite reliable movement for me in the nearly 2 years I've had it, but I have noticed something a little disappointing probably emerge over the last month or two since I've been wearing it every day. It is losing time, and it loses quite a lot of time. So, you know, by as much as 5 minutes a day, so something's going on. I don't know if it's something to do with the hairspring, if the lever is not functioning quite properly. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Lately, however, it seems to be kind of dead on. I think 24 hours ago, I reset it again, maybe a little bit more than 24 hours ago, and it seems to be doing just fine. So I'm not sure what that's about. It's a little idiosyncrasy, and these inexpensive watches tend to have idiosyncrasies. It does feature a 316 stainless steel construction, case back, case, bezel, and of course the bracelet and the clasp itself. It is 120 click unidirectional bezel. It aligns perfectly, very gratifying, very smooth, nice coin edge to that bezel as well. It's really, yeah, excellent. I mean, you know, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, buying a stainless steel watch was an expensive endeavor, and it was never going to be as good as they are today. So, I mean, thank goodness for the Chinese watch sector building such great watches that they do. This does feature 200 meters of water resistance. It does have a sapphire crystal with a transparent AR coating. Really, really legible, excellent, you know. It does have screw down case back and crown. The crown, interestingly, wow, it screws quite a lot before it sets in. It's kind of an interesting thing. It almost feels like it'll never stop screwing in. And you can sort of feel the gasket, that's inside the crown as you reseat it to the crown tube. And so, one thing I notice about this watch is I have to make sure I keep screwing until it really does stop. Sometimes I've seen that I've gone to adjust it for some reason, and I didn't have it screwed all the way down. So thank goodness I don't really ever get it wet. It does feature a 43.8 millimeter case diameter. That does not include the crown and the crown guards there. It is 46.8 millimeter lug to lug, and it does have a 13.5-inch case height and 20 millimeter lug width. Now this bracelet does taper a little bit. I kind of wish that this was maybe 21 or even 22 millimeter lug width, so that we could see more pronounced tapering down to the clasp, because it does kind of look like it's an aftermarket bracelet on a watch case such as this, and I really feel like there's enough steel there on this cushion case that they could have gone 21 or maybe even 22 millimeters, and then we'd have a really nice pronounced this, I'm sorry, it would really be nice to have that, where we could have a really pronounced down to maybe 16 or 18 millimeters where it meets the clasp. It is a milled lower and a stamped upper, but it does feature, what is that, 6 there, micro adjust, so that's quite nice. And just recently I adjusted it for summer because I noticed it's feeling a little tight on me. It is quite heavy watch, but I don't think that I got, oh, it's 180 grams. Yeah, 180 grams with all the links on, and I think I removed 2 links. I really love this watch. The applied indices, I do like that greenness of the lume on it. Some people complain about that. Oh, it should be more white. Whatever. It's actually because it was sort of that very cream sort of green, reminding me of like a 1957 Cadillac that used to be, have that colorway. I love it. I love the dial. I love the applied indices. Of course, I love the lume. It is really a great watch, and I love the second hand with the sort of the stop sign or shovel second hand. It's really great. It is, as I said, a watch that I've worn more than any other watch in my collection over the last probably 3 years. It's super comfortable despite its weight, and I just can't say enough good things about it. And it was on the back of that I purchased this next STEELDIVE, which is the SD1992, another homage watch. And it is obviously homaging a very famous watch in the Explorer 2 range. This is a GMT. As I just took it off the pillow there, I was sort of, surprised again about its weight. One great thing about STEELDIVE is that they do not cheap out on the bracelets. The bracelets have as much substance as the real thing, and it's pretty incredible. Pagani Design, take notes, because their bracelets are one of their weak points in that they feel kind of flimsy and cheap. So this was a watch that I wanted. In my unboxing video, I discussed how I couldn't choose the brand that I wanted for this iteration of this homage watch, but in the end I chose STEELDIVE on the back of my happiness with the SD1974. This is a watch I don't wear very frequently, but I enjoy it every time I do. It has high visibility, applied indices. It does have black hour, minute, and second hands, whereas the indices themselves are steel, and they're not blackened as we see in some variations of the Explorer 2 dials over the years. Some older models, they are probably 18 karat white gold, and then later iterations, they're either a PVD or a DLC treatment, which is a really nice touch, and that was something I really wanted, but I couldn't find one watch that had all of the things that I wanted in one package deal. It does feature the NH34 movement. It's been quite reliable for me. It does have a 41 millimeter case diameter, which is what I wanted. I wanted the 41 and not the 40. It is 13 millimeters thick with a 48 millimeter lug to lug and 20 millimeter lug width here. So it's very nice. It's that sweet spot. It does feature screw down crown and screw down case back. It does have the STEELDIVE logo on it. It does have 300 meters of water resistance, so that's a nice little point of distinction. I don't think that the Explorer 2 features that. I think it's only 200 meters perhaps, or maybe even only 100 meters, frankly, since the Explorer 2 is not really meant for water as much as it's meant for being inside caves. And hence the reason why it has a GMT hand, actually, is just to serve as sort of a day-night indicator for those spelunkers, cavers, I think is the correct term, cavers, not spelunkers. It is obviously a fixed bezel, like the original, and 316 stainless steel all the way around. It does feature a sapphire crystal with a transparent anti-reflective coating. Also very highly legible. The Cyclops does a very good job there. You can see the date quite nicely. Probably 2.5 times magnification. It's spectacular. The BGW9 loom, it's stated as BGW9 loom, is not as bright or as spectacular as my other STEELDIVE there behind this one. But it isn't bad. It's a really nice blue color, no doubt about it, but it doesn't have the staying power, and it doesn't have the same intensity. It's sort of a softer hue. Now, it does have screw pins on the clasp. It's got a very nice STEELDIVE logo there on the fold-over clasp. Let me see if I can get to focus there. Here it is. Nice little touch. So screw pins for adjusting. It is a milled lower, high polish there, and a milled upper. And this has the, it doesn't have the ratcheting easy adjust or anything like that. It's basically a spring bar there, and you just have to move it. There's only, I think, 2 or 3 positions, but it does have a diver extension as well. It's rather a small diver extension, but it is there, and it's the same material as this oyster style bracelet. It's not some like cheap, flimsy, thinner metal. It is just an extension of the exact same bracelet itself, so that's quite nice. Overall, it is a really nice watch for the price that I paid. And like I said, it was 119 bucks, and I think it's still the same price today. Well, it is the same price today on STEELDIVE's website. I'm sorry, $135. I think I might have paid that price. So it's $135 now on STEELDIVE's website. Pardon the mistake there. Anyway, really nice watches, really great brand, I have to say. They've got a couple other watches out there that interest me, but I'm unable to purchase them here unless I find them in country. You know, I am kind of interested in those extreme dive watches that they have that are a bit more pricey, but you know, have ridiculous amounts of water resistance, maybe 10,000 meters, 25,000 meters. I don't know if any of that's true, but it is quite interesting. So yeah, those are my STEELDIVEs, the SD1974 and the SD1992, 2 great homage watches. One, I think, pretty great brand. Thanks for coming out, guys, and please like, share, and subscribe. Cheers.